Oskaloosa Indians basketball is on the air, live on KMZN.
And all over the world at RadioKMZN.com and the mobile app.
Brought to you by Clow Valve Company, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Mahaska Drug, Hawkeye Real Estate, Edward Jones Investments, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Pella Printing, The Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa, Fred's Muffler Shop, Malcolm Lumber, Bank Iowa, The Rock Island Tap, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care, Falvey Lumber, Certified Pest Control, Robert Auld Investments, Kelly Style Insurance, and Lighton State Bank. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford.
And now, live Oskaloosa Indians basketball on the No Coast Network.
It is basketball time in Oskaloosa. And the girls are getting things underway tonight as the Oskaloosa Indians host the Centerville Big Reds. How you doing, everyone? I'm Joe Lancello. Thanks for joining us on KMZN and the No Coast Network, RadioKMZN.com, and also watching our video broadcast as well at RadioKMZN.com. The Indians coming off a struggling season. They did not win a game last year. Centerville comes in having played one game already this year. That was a 51-44 victory over Fort Madison on Friday night. It was a game where Centerville had a 25-point game from sophomore Claire Matthews, but they also had troubles shooting free throws, making just 19 of 45 from the stripe, and Centerville also turned the ball over 27 times. It'll be interesting as both teams have rather young lineups to start off the season here, and we shall see what happens as we get a look of things to come as we get into the Little Hawkeye Conference season and moving on to the year. The boys will have their opener a week from tonight when Fairfield comes here to Oskaloosa High School. And we'll have both those games for you as well on the No Coast Network. We will take a 3-minute break, and we will have some of the thoughts of Oskaloosa coach J.C. White going into the opener. We will be back in 3 minutes on the No Coast Network.
Hello, my name is Craig Ford, and just over a year ago, I purchased the Ford dealership in Oskaloosa. We changed the name to Craig Ford, and we got to work making it better. In our first year, we have increased our sales by over 100%. We believe in both big discounts and exceptional service. Not just when you buy a vehicle, but the entire time you own your vehicle. Craig Ford is a great place to buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle.
Let's get ready for some football!
This is Wade Davidson, owner of the Rock Island Tap. We want you to come on down to the Tap starting Sunday, September 9th and watch your favorite NFL teams. We will be hosting NFL Sunday Ticket every Sunday from 11 to 11, and you can watch up to 5 games throughout the Tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We will have $6 Bloody Marys with a 6-ounce beer back, along with pizzas and other snacks. Don't forget NFL Sunday Ticket here at the Rock Island Tap.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
My old man never changes. Same old truck, same old pair of boots, same light beer in the same old koozie. Still loves Mom's pancakes. Then again, who doesn't? Dad sticks with what works, like how we stuck with Bank Iowa all these years. Their service and rates help keep the farm going strong. And people who care like they do never go out of style. At Bank Iowa, we have a long history of serving the farmers who help Iowa grow. Visit us at bankiowa.bank or your local Bank Iowa location. Member FDIC.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
Welcome back to our pregame show as the Oskaloosa girls basketball team is about to play Centerville. During a talk with Indians coach J.C. White last week, she said things were looking good in preseason practice.
We went to Grinnell and played in a jamboree, so had a half against Van Buren the other night and really competed for 2 quarters, doing things that we struggled with last year, so I'm excited for this year. We've got some things falling together, girls working well together, working hard, playing together, so good things happening.
What will be the Indians' strong points this season?
To be determined still. We've got a lot of keys coming together. You know, we've got Marley Denberger that she's tough from anywhere on the court. She can post you up inside. She can shoot from outside. I've got some freshmen that are stepping up right now with some decent shooters. Emma Kelderman and Lindsay Holmberg are just a staple in our defensive end. So we're putting together a lot of different strengths. So I don't know that I could say we've got one thing pinned down.
Last year was a difficult season for the Indians as they didn't win a single game. Is that a sore subject with this year's team?
No. They are definitely focused and they're hungry. They want more and they know they're capable. Last year was a lot of just building up their confidence and telling them that you are a good team and you're doing good things. And this year I think we're finally seeing that come to fruition and that they believe it too, not just lip service where they're saying it because last year they would say it. This year I think they actually believe that they can be in games and they've got that confidence that we can be a good team.
That's Oskaloosa girls basketball coach J.C. White. We'll have the starting lineups for tonight's game between Oskaloosa and Centerville when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High Girls Basketball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Van Welden, your local expert at Malcolm Lumber. At Malcolm Lumber, we pride ourselves in being your local lumberyard. We boast competitive prices that you find at the big box stores and unmatched service that the big box stores can't provide. Our one-on-one service is what sets us apart. Our knowledgeable experts are here ready to help build you a better future. And thanks to the community for having us all these years. You can continue to find Malcolm Lumber at our 3 locations in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is here for you, start to finish.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
And welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. You see Coach J.C. White in the middle. Oh, I forgot. Some of you are on radio. Sorry about that. Got to get used to doing the simulcast here. The Oskaloosa Indians taking on the Centerville Big Reds. The girls' high school basketball opener for the Indians. Centerville with one game already under their belts. And that was a 51-44 loss Friday. A 51-44 victory last Friday night at Fort Madison. And here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, for Centerville, they will have Claire Matthews, a 5'6" sophomore, starting. She had 25 points on Friday night's game and averaged 7 points a game last year as a freshman. In the backcourt will be Mickey Stevens, a 5'6" freshman, had 2 points in her varsity debut, and she also had 6 assists for the Big Reds. McKinley McClure will be a forward, a 5'7" sophomore. She had 3 points on Friday. She also had 8 rebounds. Chastity Cowan is a 5'5" freshman who had 10 points and was 8 of 15 at the foul line. By far the Big Reds' most effective free throw shooter on Friday's game. And also playing a post will be Taylor Shin, a 5'8" junior. She had 9 points and 10 rebounds for Centerville. Nick Maloma is the coach of Centerville. The Big Reds 1-0 on the season. Now for the Oskaloosa Indians, their starting lineup should have a familiar look. Lindsey Holmberg is a 5'5" senior who averaged 3 points a game last season. Emma Kelderman, a 5'8" senior, averaged 1.5 points and 2.5 rebounds a year ago. Jillian Jennings is a 5'8" sophomore, played quite a bit last year, averaging 1.7 a game. Gracie Flaherty is a 5'7" freshman, so she will make her varsity debut tonight. And in the post for Oskaloosa will be Marley Denberger, a 5'11" senior. She averaged 8.5 points and 5 rebounds a game for the Indians. J.C. White in her second season as coach of the Oskaloosa Indians, still looking for her first career win here in Oskaloosa. The Indians will be without junior Mary Nelson for the entire season. She suffered a knee injury in soccer season last year, and it was severe enough that she has not been able to recover from that at all. And Nelson averaged 5.8 points a game last season, the second leading scorer for the Indians, and also their frequent or most frequent three-point shooter, making 26 of 72. The rest of the Indians, three-point shooting 7 of 36 as a team. So we'll have the opening tap. We'll come right back in 3 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Girls Basketball on the No Coast Network.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it.
Clean with it. Grow with it. Save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company. It's more.
And welcome back to Oskaloosa High School, where the Indian starters are being introduced. Lindsay Holmberg, Emma Kelderman, Jillian Jennings, Gracie Flaherty, and Marley Denberger. Centerville will start with Claire Matthews, Mickey Stevens, McKinley McClure, Chastity Cowan, and Taylor Shin. There was no junior varsity game here because Centerville only had 11 girls go out for basketball. That number has increased just a bit. So that's why this game is starting at the regular early starting time that girls' games usually will, 6:15 for varsity girls' game when we get into the doubleheader stage. And tip is controlled by the Indians. And they will go from left to right on the home white with maroon. Centerville playing in red with white numbers, white and black trim. Denberg stops high post right off the dribble. Gives it on top now for Holmberg, right wing at the baseline. Back for Denbaugh, lost the ball on the dribble. And taken away by Cowan. Pass for a wide open Stevens on the left wing. Shot doesn't go, and Oskaloosa gets the rebound. Kilderman on the front court near side. At the bend of the arc, cross-court pass caught by Denbaugh outside the arc on the left. She'll shoot a three, air ball. And the ball was rebounded by Shin, but taken away nicely by Emma Kelderman for a basket. And Oskaloosa with a 2-0 start. Shin top of the key, left wing Cowan. Pass into the left block, off the hand of McClure, out of bounds. Second turnover in a quick span against Centerville. 59 seconds played in the opening quarter, 2-0 Oskaloosa. Holmberg brings it across midcourt, yet throws it behind her teammate and out of bounds. Into the Centerville bench on the far side. Second Oskaloosa turnover. Cowan takes her time bringing it across midcourt for Stevens' left wing, dribbles to the top. Oskaloosa in a 2-3 zone. Cowan left wing dribbling into the lane, trying to go all the way in and scores. Cowan ties the game at 2. 6:36 to go in the quarter. Macy Creer is in the starting lineup for Oskaloosa. And there's a drive by Denberger. Shot no good. Rebound Denberger put back. No, and a foul. Macy Creer is into the starting lineup instead of Gracie Flaherty. Coach J.C. White was saying that Flaherty did have a little bit of a knee issue, and apparently that is flared up. Foul committed by Shin. That's her first, and the first of the game. And Marley Denberger shooting 2. First is short. Indians made 53% of their free throws last season, and Marley Denberger 67% at the line. Second one rims out. We're still tied at 2. Into the front court, Stevens right wing. A 3 on the way from Shin from the left is off the glass and in. Taylor Shin makes it 5-2 Centerville as the Big Reds have scored 5 in a row. That's their first lead. Kelderman left wing at the arc. Left base line for Denbaugh. Denbaugh will drive to the lane. Shot no good. Rebound put up by Jennings, doesn't go. Rebound Holmberg. She'll dribble out, gives her Denberg. Post driving into the key. Shot is short. And Centerville with a rebound and a foul. As the Big Reds are trying to go down court. Foul is on Marley Denberg, her first. That's the first on the Indians in the half. 5:45 to go first quarter. Centerville up 5-2 and with the basketball. Shin, high right, dribbles to the top of the key. Now for Stevens on the left wing. Stevens drives to the lane. Bounce pass for Matthews, her first touch really. Now for Cowan, right wing, driving toward the lane. Kicks it back off for Shin. Now for Matthews, left wing. Matthews trying to drive in the lane. Ball poked loose. Ball tied up. And it will stay with Centerville on the possession arrow. And Centerville will inbound baseline left to the basket to our left. Substitution for Centerville, Jaylee Swartz, a 5'9 sophomore, comes in to replace Taylor Shin. Cowan on the inbound. Caught by Stevens in the lane. Shot, no. Foul. And Mickey Stevens will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul called against Macy Creer. Her first, second on the Indians. Stevens was 2 of 6 at the line for her only 2 points against Fort Madison on Friday. Stevens misses the first. Into the game for the Indians is Kaylee Johnson, a 5'6 sophomore, to replace Macy Creer. 5-2 Clintonville. Stevens looking to make the second free throw and just gets a friendly roll. 6-2 for the Big Reds. 5:18 to go in the quarter. Pushing it up court. Johnson right wing now for Denbaugh. High post left shot around and out. Halfway down. Offensive rebound for the Indians, and a putback is in by Kaylee Johnson. Oski with 4 offensive rebounds so far in the first quarter. They trail 6-4. Stevens left wing. Gives it for McClure. Now high right for Schwartz. For Matthews driving. Drove into a double team and will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Emma Kelderman of Oskaloosa, her first, team's third. Matthews at the line. She was 3 of 10 at the stripe on Friday. One thing to say for Fort Madison, for Centerville rather, they are not afraid to drive the lane. After a quick break, Taylor Shin comes back in. Mackenzie McClure comes out for Centerville. 7-4 Centerville. Matthews' second free throw is up and in. 8-4, that equals their biggest lead. A little pressure from Centerville, but it comes from Denbaugh between the circles into the front court. Denbaugh had her pocket picked. Third Oskaloosa turnover. Matthews driving to the right of the lane, overshot the basket off the glass, and the rebound collected by Jillian Jennings. Kelderman into the front court again, and Kelderman had her pocket picked by Cowan. This time the ball goes out of bounds, and it stays with the Indians. Oskaloosa's got to be careful of some of a trailer coming in to try to take the ball. Macy Creer back into the game for the Indians, replacing Emma Kelderman. Indians inbound, baseline left to the basket to our right. Inbound pass was knocked away by Matthews, back out of bounds. And Holmberg will inbound it again. Deep inbound pass. Caught by Creer. Now Holmberg running the offense between the circles. Around a screen, bounce pass. Didn't get to its destination. Stevens with a takeaway on the fourth Oskaloosa turnover. Matthews right wing. 3 on the way from Stevens, doesn't go. And Denbaugh another rebound. Indians down 8-4 midway through the opening quarter. Now another steal. 2-0 Gold Rush. And a layup for Matthews. 10-4 is the Centerville lead. And Oskaloosa will take a short timeout. We'll keep things here. .353 to go in the opening quarter. And the Indians trailing 10-4. They scored the first basket of the game, but now it's a 10-2 run for Centerville. Don't forget, the Oskaloosa boys basketball season will open next Tuesday night against Fairfield. We'll have that for you on the No Coast Network. We'll start with the girls' game coverage at 6:15. Ashley Drost, a 5'9 senior, is in the game for Oskaloosa for the first time. And a little pressure in the backcourt now from Centerville. Drost almost picked up her pivot foot, gives it for Creer. Ball still in the backcourt. Creer gets past the double team. Saved the ball briefly, but now another takeaway. And a gold rush layup for Matthews. Matthews with 6. And a 12-4 Centerville lead. And another turnover. Ball was knocked loose. Matthews scores and will get a free throw. It's now a 14-4 lead. And the foul was on the Indians. Macy Creer, that's her second, 4th team foul. Claire Matthews, who has 8 in this opening quarter, can add one more to that with the free throw here and completes the three-point play. 15-4 Centerville. Creer in the backcourt, double team, gets it across her Denbaugh far side, dribbles toward the middle, long bounce pass for Holmberg right on the lane, driving, scoring off the glass. Lindsay Holmberg cuts the gap to 15-6. 3:15 to go in the quarter. Right side, Cowan with a drive, ball knocked away and a takeaway by the Indians, but Matthews got it back and then was fouled. Denbaugh fell to the ground to knock down the Centerville player. That's 2 fouls on Denberger now and 5 team fouls on the Indians. Emma Kelderman checks back into the Oskaloosa lineup. And Jillian Jennings now in as well. Centerville inbound at midcourt, leading 15-6. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Shin out high, gives it across the lane for Stevens. She'll drive into the lane. 3 on the right from Matthews is up and short. Matthews hustling after the rebound. It's ricocheting loose. Finally controlled by the Indians, Jennings. Lead pass ahead now. Kelderman driving and scoring. Kelderman with 4, 15-8. Indians trail with 2:40 to go in the quarter. Cowan into the front court, gives back for Shin. Now Mickey Stevens dribbling toward the top of the key. Back for Cowan out high. Stevens from the left wing drives in the lane, gives out for Matthews near the right corner. Back on top for Stevens, and she is called for a travel. 3rd turnover on Centerville. As McKinley McClure checks back into the big red lineup, replacing Jaylee Schwartz. Centerville with their original starting 5 of the game: Matthews, Stevens, McClure, Cowan, and Shin. Kelderman on the front court, far side. Entry pass was tipped, comes right back to Holmberg. Her shot is no good. And Centerville with the rebound, and a pass by Stevens is given up, and the Indians have it now. 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Kelderman driving the left baseline, tried to throw across the lane for Holmberg, but overthrew her. 7 Oskaloosa turnovers in this first quarter. And the Indians trail by 7 with 1:55 to go in the first. Cowan into the front court for Matthews left wing near the Oskaloosa bench. Pass into the right block for McClure to score off the glass. McKinley McClure's first basket. 17-8 Centerville. Almost a minute and a half to go in the quarter. Kelderman driving far side near the baseline and barged into a Centerville player for a foul. They call that a Mackenzie McClure. That's her first, the team's second. Indians inbound at midcourt. On the far side, Kelderman throws it in for Lindsay Holmberg. Now for Creer at the top of the key. Zone again for Centerville. Pass intended for the block, and it was taken away. The 8th Oskaloosa turnover. Driving to the lane is Cowan, but lost the ball, but it comes right to McClure, who scores a bunny. Centerville back up to an 11-point lead, 19-8. 1:05 to go in the quarter. Kelderman double team to the far side. Gets a bounce pass away for Holmberg. Driving, 10-footer left baseline, doesn't go. Rebound by Johnson is put back up and in. Kaylee Johnson with a couple of baskets off the bench. 19-10. Indians trail. Matthews pass from the right wing. Entry pass through the fingertips of McClure out of bounds. Marley Denberger back into the Oskaloosa lineup, replacing Lindsay Holmberg with 48.4 seconds to go in the first. The Indians trailing by 9, 19-10. Joe Lancello with you on the No Coast Network. Queer into the front court between the circles. Denberg high post and a travel. 9th turnover on Oskaloosa. Jaylee Schwartz back into the game for Centerville, as Chastity Cowan will get a rest. 38.1 to go in the quarter, as Centerville inbound three-quarter court from the near side. Stevens between the circles. Matthews, right wing three, off the rim, no. Rebound, Jennings. Under 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Jennings in the front court. Denbaugh just inside the three-point line, in the lane, straight away, good. Marley Denberg's first basket, 19-12, 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Left wing Schwartz driving into the lane, and she's called for carrying the ball. 6th turnover on Centerville, and the Indians get another possession with 10.3 to go in the quarter. No backcourt pressure from Centerville. Indians inbound three-quarter court. Right corner Johnson. Right baseline. Shot is an air ball by Jennings, and that's the end of the quarter. After one, it's Centerville 19, Oskaloosa 12. Second quarter in a minute on the No Coast Network.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flighton State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective, because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
Indians start the second quarter trailing 19-12. They'll have Lindsey Holmberg, Emma Kelderman, Macy Creer, Jillian Jennings, and Marley Denberger, their original starting five. No pressure at midcourt as the Indians inbound, playing from left to right in the home white with maroon. Kelderman right wing down low for Denbaugh, shot around and off. Rebound Cowan. Cowan to the front court far side. Round one player off for Matthews on the right. Three on the way, doesn't go. And Denbaugh with a rebound. Denbaugh into the front court on the near side. Pulls up at the three-point arc. Gives it back for Macy Creer. Creer will pull up at the arc on the right. Shot long, and the rebound for Matthews. Matthews on the front court far side. Ball was tipped away by Kelderman, but apparently off Centerville's Matthews. That'll be the 7th turnover against Centerville. Indians turned over 9 times unofficially in the opening quarter. Creer in the front court, 7:20 to go in the half. Gives for Holmberg, high in the right side. Back for Creer at the top, drives right. Pass for Denbaugh, mid-post right. Triple teamed, gets the ball off for Creer. Right wing jumper, 15-footer by Holmberg, doesn't go. Rebound, taken away by Centerville. Into the front court, Matthews on the right wing. Bounce pass for Cowan, right baseline, ball taken away. Kelderman with a steal, one defender left. Kelderman driving, shot missed. And the rebound for Centerville. Matthews right wing, gives it to the trailing Cowan on the right side, and her pass is taken away by Kelderman. Kelderman on the drive, ball was knocked away. Kelderman hit the deck. No foul, apparently. Just an Oskaloosa inbound of the baseline. Kaylee Johnson back into the Oskaloosa lineup to replace Kelderman. Jaylee Schwartz is back in for Centerville. Indians inbound off the baseline, right or left side. Pass into the block through the hands of Jennings and taken away by Centerville. The 11th Oski turnover. Matthews stopped at the arc on the right side, had the ball poked away by Denbaugh, but Matthews gets it back. Now for McClure, right baseline, 6-footer good. McKinley McClure was 6. And Centerville back up by 9, 21-12. They've led by as many as 11. Denbaugh with a 3 on the left, short. And the rebound, McClure. Long outlet pass was knocked away by the Indians out of bounds at the Centerville bench on the far side. Centerville on the inbound, 6 minutes to go till halftime. Swartz in for Cowan. No backcourt pressure from Oskaloosa defensively. Looks like they're in a 2-3 zone. Ball loose at the top of the key. And they call a jump ball, and this will favor Centerville. And they'll inbound at midcourt. And Centerville with a timeout. 5:48 to go in the half. Centerville 21, Oskaloosa 12. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa today.
Unofficially, the Indians with 11 turnovers, 8 against Centerville. 10 rebounds for Centerville, no offensive rebounds. Oskaloosa with 11 rebounds, 5 on the offensive side. Matthews with the ball at the hash mark far side as Centerville go from right to left. Entry passes poked away, picked up by Creer. Creer into the front court. Lob intended for Holmberg is picked off. Dueling turnovers, and Matthews has the ball outside the arc on the right side. Gives it back for Cowan, who'll dribble between the circles and give for McClure. Work it to the left side. Stevens with a 3. That doesn't go. And Jennings with a rebound. Jennings into the front court. Creer left wing on top for Denbaugh. That will go around and in. That was a 2. She was straddling that 3-point line. Marley Denberger with 4. 21-14 with 5 minutes to go in the half. Matthews right side. Entry pass on the right block for McClure. Turnaround shot goes in. McClure with 8 in this first half. 23-14. Oskaloosa. Jennings right wing. Pass for Jennings, pass wasn't held in the block. And another turnover. Centerville with the ball. Matthews' entry pass is tipped away. She'll run it back. Pass down low right block for McClure, and McClure called for a travel. Tight defense by Jillian Jennings, causing the issue. Emma Kelderman back in the game for Oskaloosa, and Ashley Drost, a 5'9 senior, into the game for the Indians too. As they join Holmberg, Jennings, and now we got a steal on the far side and a gold rush layup for Claire Matthews. Matthews with 11, 25-14. Centerville back up to their biggest lead. That's 11. Holmberg almost lost the dribble in the free throw circle. Pass was tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with Oskaloosa with 4 minutes to go in the half. Holmberg on the inbound, baseline left as the Indians attack the basket to our right. Holmberg gives it for Kelderman, right corner, into the right block for Jennings, and she scores. Jillian Jennings with her first bucket of the season. 25-16. Husky trailing. Shin from the top dribbles toward the lane, stopped high post, double teamed, and a held ball, and this time the arrow favors the Indians. Kate Pazza, a 5'9" sophomore, checks into the game for Centerville, replacing McKinley McClure. Pazza is a big girl on the block. She also had 6 rebounds in Centerville's win Friday at Fort Madison. Right corner Drost, or left corner Drost, and she traveled. 13th turnover against the Indians. Centerville ball with 3:35 to go in the half. Marley Denbaugh will come back in at the next whistle. Cowan brings it across midcourt. Yo-yos the dribble between the circles. Off for Shin, high right. Now swing it back around for left. Gives it to Pazza. Left block. Shot off the glass, off the rim. No. And the rebound, Johnson. Into the front court. Holberg driving. Layup try was short and an offensive foul. That will be team foul 6 on Oskaloosa. And it's on Jillian Jennings, her first. Drost will come back out after a quick stint in the game, and Marley Denbaugh back in for the Indians. Centerville now in the bonus for the rest of the half. Here's a 3 high left from Shin. That doesn't go. And Jennings with a rebound. Kelderman across midcourt on the near side. Pass high left for Johnson. Johnson now high post left. Gives it back out. Work it back on top for Denbaugh. Denbaugh driving to the lane and a reach-in foul. Denbaugh to shoot 2. Denberger to shoot 2, I beg your pardon. With 2:42 to go in the half. Shin commits the foul, her second. Just the third team foul on Centerville in the half. Denberger 0 for 2 with the line tonight, and this one is short. Macy Creer back into the Oskaloosa lineup, replacing Lindsay Holmberg. And Jaylee Schwartz is back in the game for Centerville. Denberger's second free throw is good. She's got 5 of the night. 25-17. Indians trail by 8. Matthews, right side outside the arc. A 3 on top by Schwartz doesn't go. Rebound was knocked away and taken away by Mickey Stevens, who scores an uncontested layup. Stevens with 3. 27-17. Centerville. Johnson double team far side. Now they give it off for Denbaugh. That doesn't go. Denbaugh took it away and scored a reverse layup. Marley Denberger with 7. 27-19 with under 2 minutes to go, and now a Centerville pass is thrown away out of bounds to the Oskaloosa bench. Pazza checks out for Centerville, and McKinley McClure is back in the game. 27-19, Centerville leading, Oskaloosa with the ball. And a travel by Kelderman as she was left alone and just slipped a foot as she was making a bounce pass on the far side. 14 turnovers against Oskaloosa unofficially in the half. 1:45 to play in the half. Top of the key, Schwartz drops it back for Cowan. Now Stevens from the left wing dribbling to the top. Matthews, high right. Matthews driving and forgot the basketball. Takeaway by Johnson. Ahead for Kelderman. Misses the layup. Johnson, the offensive rebound and a basket. Kaylee Johnson with 6 in this opening half. And the Indians cut the gap to 6 with 1:22 to go in the half. Kaylee Johnson doing some very nice work for the Indians in this first half. You know, we had an official stoppage here as the ball got into the cheerleaders, and I'm not sure what the issue is. Anyway, Centerville on the inbound full court. Cowan into the front court. Left wing Stevens. Dumps it off, left block. McClure overshot the basket and Creer the rebound. 1:07 to go in the half. Denbaugh top of the key, double teamed. Pass to the right for Johnson. Double teamed as she drives. Shot is off the side of the glass and out of bounds. Centerville ball with 55.7 seconds to go till halftime. Cowan will take her time moseying across midcourt. 46 seconds to go in the half. You wonder if they won't go for the last shot. Kelderman poked the ball away from Schwartz, and a scramble for the ball. The ball winds up going out of bounds all the way at the baseline. Centerville ball with 36.1 to go in the half. Again, no pressure from Oskaloosa in the backcourt. We will hear from Oskaloosa Athletic Director Ryan Parker at halftime. And he'll also talk about the boys basketball team, which he is the coach of. Cowan into the front court far side. Now between the circles for Matthews with 20. She has moved off that spot. She's usually just outside the arc on the right wing. Cowan near the halfway line, shovels it back with 10 seconds for Matthews and a whistle. 3 seconds apparently the call. No, we got a foul. Away from the ball. That's on McClure. That's her second. Just the fourth team foul on Centerville. Indians ball with 7.4 to go in the half. Kilderman gets the inbound back from Creer. 3 on the right from Johnson doesn't go, and we're at halftime. Indians have trailed by as many as 11, but at halftime it is now Oskaloosa trailing Centerville 27-21. We'll come back for our talk with Ryan Parker. We'll look over the first half stats when we come back in 3 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Girls Basketball on the No Coast Network.
Your station for classic hits and local programming is 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Hear artists like Hart, Billy Joel, Huey Lewis, Stevie Wonder, The Beatles, Journey, and many more. KMZN is also the home of the Oskaloosa Indians and William Penn Sports. Wake up with Bob's Morning Brew weekdays at 6 a.m. and catch Brother Dave in the afternoon. It's all on 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Listen online at radiokmzn.com and with the free smartphone app available at Google Play and the iStore.
Hello, my name is Craig Ford, and just over a year ago, I purchased the Ford dealership in Oskaloosa. We changed the name to Craig Ford, and we got to work making it better. In our first year, we have increased our sales by over 100%. We believe in both big discounts and exceptional service. Not just when you buy a vehicle, but the entire time you own your vehicle. Craig Ford is a great place to buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle.
Let's get ready for some football!
This is Wade Davidson, owner of the Rock Island Tap. We want you to come on down to the Tap starting Sunday, September 9th and watch your favorite NFL teams. We will be hosting NFL Sunday Ticket every Sunday from 11 to 11, and you can watch up to 5 games throughout the Tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We will have $6 Bloody Marys with a 6-ounce beer back, along with pizzas and other snacks. Don't forget NFL Sunday Ticket here at the Rock Island Tap.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
My old man never changes. Same old truck,
Same old pair of boots, same light beer in the same old koozie. Still loves Mom's pancakes. Then again, who doesn't? Dad sticks with what works, like how we stuck with Bank Iowa all these years. Their service and rates help keep the farm going strong, and people who care like they do never go out of style. At Bank Iowa, we have a long history of serving the farmers who help Iowa grow. Visit us at bankiowa.bank or your local Bank Iowa location. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. We're at halftime. Girls basketball, the opener for the Indians as they trail Centerville 27-21. And we are joined now in the booth by Ryan Parker, the Oskaloosa athletic director and boys basketball coach. What do you think of the first half here so far?
Oh, it's a little bit improvement from last year for sure. Obviously, you didn't get to see him, Joe, last year, but for us, it's year 2 of Coach White, and you'll see some improvements throughout the year, I'm sure.
And something else I didn't get to see, and I wish that I had seen, was the Indians boys basketball team last year getting as far as the state championship game.
Yeah, it was a great run. Really entertaining season, honestly.
And you've lost a couple of guys from that team and are building a new bunch right now. But, of course, 2 literally big building blocks in Cole Henry, who's at 6'10", and Xavier Griffin, who's at 7 feet, I understand?
Yeah, Xavier Foster.
I'm sorry.
Xavier Foster at 7 foot. We measured him the other day, and Cole's at 6'10". So those are our 2 main cogs that we're bringing back, and 2 of the best players in the state, honestly, and with size. And then we bring back their Yates kid, Ryan Yates, and he was a really good player for us last year. Probably should have started every game for us last year, but came off the bench, and there's going to be a lot of weight on his shoulders as well.
Who are some other guys that you see stepping up now?
Well, you got Tyler Miller probably going to run the point first game for us. Tyler's a junior. You knew him in football a little bit and baseball. And then we got Noah Van Veldhuizen probably going to slide in at that 3 spot. And those 2 guys had a really good season on JV last year, and they've earned those spots. Jackson Blythe is a senior, probably another point guard you'll see. Austin Hafner, another senior guard that you'll see. And then Colton Butler, Isaac Schultz, 2 other juniors. So, we got some seniors, sprinkle in some juniors as well. But all those guys that we have with us were with us last year. It's just some of them didn't see, extended minutes.
So you've got some really great athletes to work with, obviously.
Yeah, and so with, through football. You've called some games with football, and you hear Isaac Schultz and Tyler Miller and Colton Butler started on the offensive line, and Noah Van Veldhuizen played football 2 years ago. And, those guys will step up, and they're not afraid of the spotlight. And, there's a big bullseye on Oskaloosa boys basketball right now and on the backs. And we like it that way. Would you rather have it this way or the other way, of no bullseye? So.
Mm-hmm. So what do you see the Little Hawkeye Conferences being this year?
It's always tough, top to bottom. There's some really good teams. Norwalk, who was a state tournament team last year. Pella returns everybody. Pella Christian, who was young last year, brings back. And then you throw in Indianola as 2 really, really good guards. So there'll be 4 or 5 really good teams. But honestly, in our conference, there's not a night you can just take anything for granted either.
All right. Well, you started off next Friday night. Next Tuesday night here against Fairfield.
Yep.
And we look forward to that.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Appreciate you having me on.
All right. Thank you. Ryan Parker, coach of the Oskaloosa boys basketball team and the Indians athletic director. We'll come back and run back by the first half, and we come back to Oskaloosa in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa girls basketball on the No Coast Network.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Van Welden, your local expert at Malcolm Lumber. At Malcolm Lumber, we pride ourselves on being your local lumberyard. We boast competitive prices that you find at the big box stores and unmatched service that the big box stores can't provide. Our one-on-one service is what sets us apart. Our knowledgeable experts are here ready to help build you a better future. And thanks to the community for having us all these years. You can continue to find Malcolm Lumber at our 3 locations in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is here for you, start to finish.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. I'm Joe Lancello. Players back on the court getting ready for the start of the second half as Centerville leads Oskaloosa 27-21 at the break. Oskaloosa scored the first bucket of the game, and after that, it's been all Centerville. They've led by as many as 11, but the Indians have cut that gap now to 6 at 27-21. Leading the way for Centerville, Claire Matthews with 11 points, 4 baskets, 3 of 3 at the line. McKinley McClure with 8 points, 3 apiece for Mickey Stevens and Taylor Shin. Chastity Cowan has a basket. Jaylee Schwartz and Kate Paza have played and have not scored. Oskaloosa led offensively by Marley Denberger with 7 points, 3 baskets, 1 of 4 at the line. Kaylee Johnson off the bench with 3 baskets, 6 points, and a couple of big rebounds there too. Emma Kelderman with 4 points, 2 each for Lindsay Holmberg and Jillian Jennings. Macy Creer started, has not scored. Ashley Dross has also played briefly and has not scored. As far as fouls go, Denberger and Creer 2 fouls apiece for Oskaloosa. For Centerville, McClure and Shin with 2 fouls apiece. I hope I mentioned that Taylor Shin has a 3-pointer for 3. That's the only 3 of the ball game. Other games tonight in girls high school basketball, Pella Christian at Montezuma. That should be a dandy. Pella at Mount Pleasant, Ottumwa at Fort Madison, EBF at Pleasantville, and Twin Cedars is hosting Orient Macburg. Kaylee Johnson is in the starting line for the second half for Oskaloosa, along with Denberger, Holmberg, Kelderman, and Jillian Jennings. Centerville with their original starting 5. Matthews, Stevens, McClure, Cowan, and Shin. And Centerville inbounding in midcourt on the near side to start the second half, going from left to right in the traveling red with white and black. Shin between the circles, pass for Matthews. Right wing of the bend of the arc. Now they swing to the left side for Stevens. Dumps off down in the left block for Shin and a foul. First foul of the second half, and Marley Denberger quickly commits her 3rd foul. Taylor Shin at the line to shoot 2. Shin was 1 of 2 at the stripe in Centerville's win at Fort Madison on Friday, and she makes the first here. This is Oskaloosa Girls Basketball on the No Coast Network, KMZN, AM and FM in Oskaloosa. Joe Lancello with you from Oskaloosa High School. Shin's second free throw is up and in, made them both. Now a 28-21 lead. Ashley Dross back into the Oskaloosa lineup to replace Denberger, who has 3 fouls now. Indians facing some pressure in the backcourt as they inbound from right to left, and the pass is out of the reach of Jennings, and a takeaway for Centerville. 15th turnover against the Indians. Stevens high left side. She'll shoot an open 3 and hit it. Mickey Stevens with 6. And the lead is back to 11. 32-21 Centerville. In quickly into the front court. Ball was knocked away from Jennings. Comes back for Johnson. The left baseline jumper good. Kaylee Johnson with 8. 32-23. Here's a 3 on the right from Matthews. That's good. Matthews now with 14. And the biggest lead for Centerville now, 35-23. Johnson left baseline, will dribble it back out to the top of the key. Johnson looks left, gives right to Hashberg for Lindsey Holmberg. Now Kelderman on top. 2-3 zone by Centerville defensively. Draws high left, back for Kelderman on top. Left baseline Jennings started a drive, gave it back out for Kelderman in the lane. Ball swatted away, ball tied up. Comes open jumper for Holmberg from the left wing. That doesn't go. Shin had the rebound, but they're going to say an Oskaloosa player was also on her back. Jennings commits the foul, her second. 2 on the Indians in the half. Centerville on the inbound full court. 6:15 to go third quarter. And a 12-point lead for the Centerville Big Reds on Oskaloosa's opening night. Cowan gives it off on the left wing for Stevens. Pass down low to an open Shin, who scores off the glass. 7 for Shin, 37-23, Centerville. Kelderman dribbles past a double team into the front court. Gives for Johnson left wing of the baseline. Kicks it back off for Holmberg. She'll dribble to the far side. And a reach-in foul called on one of the Centerville Big Reds. Foul is on Cowan, her first, and the first on Centerville in the second half. Amanda Fay, a 6-foot sophomore, comes into the game for the first time to replace Ashley Drost. Indians on the inbound baseline rise. They attack the basket to our left. Deep inbound, caught by Kelderman. Ball knocked away by Matthews, and Matthews with a takeaway. Matthews on the drive, and a reach-in foul by Kaylee Johnson, trying to prevent the layup. Johnson's first foul. And Matthews at the stripe with 5:38 to go in the half, or rather the third quarter. Matthews 3 of 3 at the line this evening. First free throw off the bracket, no good. Macy Creer back into the Oskaloosa lineup, replacing Kelderman. Fay, Jennings, Johnson, Creer, and Holmberg, the 5 on the floor for Oskaloosa. Matthews made the second. It's a 15-point lead for Centerville, 38-23. Holmberg in midcourt, throws it for Fay, almost couldn't catch up to it on the far side, gives it in the lane for Holmberg and a travel. Unofficially, 16 Oskaloosa turnovers. Centerville in the front court with 5:20 to go in the third quarter. Reach in and a takeaway by Creer. Creer in a gold rush. 2 defenders with her, but Creer will lay it up and in. Macy with her first varsity basket. 38-25, Indians within 13 as we near the 5-minute mark, third quarter. Pass for Matthews, right wing of the baseline, and there was contact and a foul. That is on Julian Jennings, and that's her third. That'll get Ashley Drost quickly off the Oskaloosa bench, and Jennings will have a seat. Jennings and Denberger now with 3 fouls apiece for Oskaloosa. Centerville on the inbound baseline right, near the three-point line. Cowan to throw it in with 5:03 to go in the third. Cowan looking, lobbing to the top. Ball ricochets off body parts. And a takeaway for the Indians. Holmberg with a drive. Layup is short. And a foul. Holmberg was hit as she was putting up the shot, and so Lindsay will shoot 2. McClure commits the foul. That's her third. And the second on Centerville in the second half. Holmberg at the line, first time this season, and she makes the first. Jaylee Swartz comes back into the Centerville lineup to replace McClure. Holmberg with 3 points on the night. She averaged 3 a game last season. Holmberg's second is good. 38-27, Oskaloosa within 11 with under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Cowan weaving drive into the lane. Shot off the glass, off the rim, no. Creer the rebound. Creer, long ball for Holmberg, who will lay it up and in. 6 for Holmberg, 38-29. Short timeout by Centerville will keep things here. 4:39 to go in the third, and Centerville has given up 6 in a row, and Oskaloosa has cut the gap to 38-29. Checking the preseason girls basketball rankings from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Ottumwa is ranked 14th in Class 5A. In 4A, Grinnell, a Little Hawkeye Conference opponent, is ranked 4th. Fairfield, who the Indians will play next week, is ranked 9th. Knoxville, who the Indians will play later in the season, is ranked 13th. And in Class 1A, Montezuma is number 2, North Mahaska number 4, and Linville-Sully number 10. So some pretty good basketball that we'll be covering on our Game of the Week involving Montezuma and North Mahaska. We'll be hearing from those teams during the course of the season. Our Game of the Week coverage will start next week. Ball poked loose and a takeaway for Drost. Quickly in the front court, Holmberg shooting off the glass, off the rim, no rebound. Fay up and in. Amanda Fay with her first bucket. The Indians within 7, 38-31. 4:10 to go in the third. Matthews gives it off for Stevens on the right wing. Now right wing Matthews. Out between the circles for Cowan, who will set up the offense. Stevens left wing. Cross for Cowan. Cowan for Matthews high on the right. Back for Cowan, driving, pass over, almost overthrew Stevens. It was up, pass was off her fingertips. Drost collected it, but then she stepped over the sideline. So that's 18 turnovers against Centerville, 17 against Oskaloosa unofficially. Centerville ball, 3:35 to go in the third. Inbound from the right sideline, a pass is loose. Cowan trying to scramble and collect it, and a double team, and we got a held ball. And the ball goes to Centerville on the arrow. Or check that, Oskaloosa's ball on the arrow. 3.5 to go in the third. Indians looking to cut a 7-point gap. Creer right side. Jennings right corner, dribbles toward the high post. Gives it back for Creer. We got a whistle and 3 seconds on the Indians. 18th Oskaloosa turnover. Again, no pressure defensively from Oskaloosa. And Cowan will take her time, bringing it across midcourt as we near the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. Shin high right. Pass for Matthews right coffin corner. Guarded closely by Johnson. Ball knocked away. It's in the Oskaloosa front court. Holmberg trying to run it down, but slipped, and the ball went over the baseline. The ball stays with Centerville. They'll just have to bring it up all the way down court again with 2:56 to go in the third. Cowan taking her time, gives for Shin high right. Matthews right corner. Looked like she threw an elbow there as she was getting a pass, and Kaylee Johnson not taking kindly to it. She ties up the ball again, and this time the ball will stay with Centerville on the arrow. Denberger and Kelderman back in for Oskaloosa. Drost and Holmberg will come out. Cowan on the inbound. And a reach-in foul going to be called on Kaylee Johnson. Johnson's second foul. That's 5 on the Indians in the half. It'll be Centerville inbounding 1/4 court, the hash mark on the near side. 2:34 to go in the third quarter. Weaving dribble by Cowan, almost losing it. Dumps it off of the right baseline. Taylor Shin with a 12-footer. Shin with 9. And Centerville up by 9, 40-31 with 2:17 to go in the third. Denberger double teamed right block. A three from the top is good by Macy Creer. Indians' first three of the season. Creer with 5. 40-34 as we near the 2-minute mark, third quarter. Stevens with a three from the left. That's a rounded out. Fay the rebound. Ahead for Creer, but Centerville back quickly defensively. Here's a Denberger jumper in the circle, doesn't go. Battle for the rebound here, Centerville the other way. Matthews right corner, thought about the three. Swing it for Shin, high left. She'll shoot a three, that doesn't go. And Fay with the rebound had to take it away from Denberger. Minute and a half to go in the third. Creer for Kelderman on the hash mark far side. On top for Denberger. Finds Johnson open left baseline, overshot the basket. Rebound Fay. She overshot on the offensive rebound. And Schwartz the rebound. Shot from the left wing doesn't go. Rebound off. And Oskaloosa hand, they're saying it's off Creer's hand. It will stay with Centerville with 1:08 to go in the third. Ashley Drost comes back to the Oskaloosa lineup, replacing Amanda Fay, who did a nice job in the minutes she had in this third quarter. Deep in by Cowan, caught by Shin. Shin driving right baseline, double team, move into the lane and a travel. 19th Centerville turnover. Indians inbound with 1:03 to go in the third, trailing 40-34. Hasn't been since the first quarter since the game's been this close. And a pass on the far side was right off the arm of a Centerville player. Comes back for Creer, left wing jumper doesn't go. And the ball is going to go to Centerville with 41.1. Check that, 47.1 to go in the third. Cowan taking her time across midcourt. They'll take plenty of time, maybe all the time left in the quarter. Cowan gives her Shin on top. Creer on attempted steal. Here's a three by Shin off the bracket. Nope. Denberger the rebound. 25 seconds to go in the third. Denberger in the front court. Weaving, driving, layup short. Rebound comes for Dross. Her putback is off the glass and in. Dross first basket, and Oskaloosa with 10 offensive rebounds, keeping them in this game. It's 40-36. 8 seconds to go in the third. Left baseline, entry pass intended for Paza, tipped out of bounds by Denberger. Centerville ball with 3.5 seconds to go in the third. Kelderman out, Lindsey Holmberg in. Centerville inbound baseline left. Out for Shin, she'll shoot a three and hit it. That's the second three Taylor Shin has made tonight, and that's the quarter. After three, Centerville 43, Oskaloosa 36. Fourth quarter in a minute on the No Coast Network.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
3 quarters in the books from Oskaloosa. Indians girls looking to win their opener. They trail Centerville by 7, 43-36, and the Indians have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Lindsey Holmberg between the circles. Gives from early Denberger. Pass caught by Johnson, right wing. Double team. Ball knocked away. Kaylee Johnson gets it back. Gives it for Kelderman. Now Denberger, right side, 3 on the way. Bango! Denberger's first 3. She's got 10 on the night, and the Indians are within 4, 43-39. 7:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Mickey Stevens high left for Shin. Back for Stevens on the left side. Now Cowan in the center circle, but still in the front court. Kelderman knocked the ball away from Stevens. Stevens gets it back. Back for Cowan. And Centerville, it seems, is ready to play Clint Black basketball, killing time. Stevens left wing near the baseline, dribbling toward the top of the key. Ball poked away again by Kelderman. Stevens runs it down to the halfway line. Cowan, entry pass, knocked away by Denberger, right into the hands of Kelderman. Gold rush for Holmberg, overlaid it. Kelderman got the rebound, but she had 1 foot out of bounds and 1 foot inbounds. Centerville ball with 6:39 to play. And Oskaloosa now within 4. They haven't been this close since the opening quarter. Cowan takes her time across midcourt, going from left to right. And the Indians staying back defensively, so the 10-second rule doesn't apply. Cowan, fiddling and diddling. Off for Stevens on the left wing. She dribbles to the top. Now around the arc of the right, gives it off for Claire Matthews, who's been kind of quiet lately. Stevens right wing, back for Matthews. Fake the pass left, give for Stevens, driving the right baseline. Shin open left wing, 15-footer doesn't go. And when Kaylee Johnson another rebound for Holmberg, driving, and an offensive foul. Holmberg's first foul, the 6th on the Indians in the half. And that is the second time I think that Oskaloosa's been called for a charge tonight. Amanda Fay back into the Indians lineup, and she will replace Ashley Drost. Indians with Fay, Denberger, Kelderman, Holmberg, and Kaylee Johnson. Again, no urgency from Cowan as she brings the ball across midcourt. Now just yo-yos the basketball in the center circle. 5:40 to play, quarter number 4. Centerville now holding on to a 4-point lead. The idea is that Oskaloosa is going to have to go after the player with the ball. And now Holmberg steps out. Stevens, a pass, ricochets off the foot of Cowan into the backcourt. And they will call it over and back as well as the kick. Indians ball with 5:23 to go in the fourth. Lindsay Holmberg out, Emma Kelderman back in for the Indians. Denberger to inbound midcourt with 5:23 to go in the fourth quarter. And maybe I should start saying regulation because it is a 4-point game. And a 2-possession game as far as the Indians are concerned. Denberger driving left wing, kicks it off. Johnson just inside the arc on the left, on the right. Baseline jumper doesn't go. Rebound McClure. Cowan, long ball into the front court far side for Stevens. Gives it for McClure in the free throw circle. Ball knocked away, taken away by Creer. 4:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Johnson left baseline, entry pass intended for Fay, juggled, tied up. Possession arrow goes to Centerville. 4:45 to go. No backcourt pressure yet from Oskaloosa. They haven't all night. Cowan moseys across with 4:35 to play. Indians have 4 timeouts remaining. Centerville with 3. Stevens to the far side. Back for Cowan between the circles. Bounce pass for Stevens. Hash mark far side. Pass for Shin. Left block. Double team there. And a held ball. And the Indians get the ball back. 4:19 to go in the fourth. Indians will inbound length of the floor. And Centerville, who had offered a little pressure earlier, not doing so now. Just setting up in a 2-3 zone. Denberger, right wing on top. Creer with a three. Bango! Creer's second bomb of the game, and the Indians within one with just over 4 minutes to play. 43-42. Stevens jumper off the glass, no. And a battle for the rebound. Ball goes to Oskaloosa. 3:56 to go on the fourth. Indians within one. 43-42. Lindsey Holmberg back in for Emma Kilderman. And some pressure coming in the backcourt from Centerville, but first, an Oskaloosa timeout. 3:56 to go in the fourth. Centerville 43, Indians 42. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Back at Oskaloosa High School, Joe Lancello with you. 3:56 to go in regulation. The Indians, after trailing most of the game by as many as 15, are now within a point, and now a travel in the backcourt as Lindsey Holmberg slipped her foot. 19 turnovers against Oskaloosa. Centerville now unofficially 23 turnovers. Centerville inbound in the front court. Attacking the basket to our right. Indians coming out a little bit more to combat the ball holder Cowan. Cross court for Stevens on the left side. Stevens double screen on top now for Matthews. Pass it into the right block for McClure. Shot around, no. Rebound poke loose, still loose. McClure comes back with it. Shot blocked by Fay, but they call a foul. First foul on Amanda Fay, and it's the 7th on the Indians. So the bonus for the duration. But this is a shooting foul, and McKinley McClure will shoot 2 with 3:25 to play. Trying to add to a 1-point Centerville lead. McClure's first free throw shot of the night is no good. She's got 8 points on the evening. And Centerville coach Nick Paloma having a word with the officials about something or other, and now they go over to the scorer's table. And looking toward the trainer, who's sitting at the scorer's table. At least I think that's the trainer, and I think she's looking in the medical bag of tricks or something. And I believe she has produced a Band-Aid. Or some kind of a, well, whatever there is, it seems like she's cleaning it off the floor. Athletes are not allowed to bleed, so I don't see, she didn't go to put a Band-Aid on anybody, so very strange. Well, it's not like the NBA or college basketball where you've got the people with the big mops to clean up anything. McClure missed the first. The second is off. No good. Denberger the rebound. 3:22 to go in regulation. Creer into the front court for Johnson on the near side. Pass for Fay. Comes off Holmberg. Left baseline jumper. No good. Foul. Holmberg to shoot 2 with 3:12 to play in regulation. McClure commits the foul, and that is her 4th. Just the 3rd team foul on Centerville in the half. Holmberg missed the first. Indians with a chance to tie the game. It hasn't been tied since 2 very early on. Holmberg's second free throw up and in. Tied at 43. 3:12 to go in regulation. Cowan into the front court. Stevens left wing on top for Shin. She'll drive into the lane and score. Shin with 14, 45-43 in favor of Centerville. Holmberg breaking the press, pass for Fay, too long, out of bounds. 20th turnover on Oskaloosa. Centerville ball with 2:49 to go in regulation. Centerville 45, Oskaloosa 43. Cowan into the front court for Shin. Splits 2 defenders on a drive. Lost the dribble in the lane. Off for Stevens on the left. 3 is off, no good. Johnson another rebound. Johnson into the front court with 2:30 to play. Creer out high. Denberger right wing, 3 on the way. Little Strong. Battle for the rebound, and McClure comes away from it and is fouled. She had to battle a couple of Oskaloosa players going for that rebound. Foul is on Holmberg, her second. 8th Oskaloosa team foul. Emma Kelderman back in, replacing Lindsay Holmberg for Oskaloosa. McClure to shoot a 1-and-1. With 2:20 to play, in and out. Denberger tips the rebound away and collects it far corner. And she's called for a travel. Centerville will keep the ball with 2:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Up by 2. Cowan to the throw in near the far coffin corner. Pass overthrown off Shin. Matthews able to run it down. Matthews is fouled, reach and foul by Kaylee Johnson. That's her third. 9th foul on the Indians. Matthews, who's made 4 of 5 at the line tonight. (15 points), makes the first free throw. 1 more with the bonus, and the next Oskaloosa foul will put Centerville into the double bonus. 46-43 Centerville, 2:11 to go in the fourth quarter. Joe Lancello with you on the No Coast Network. Matthews' second free throw is good, made them both. 47-43, 2-possession game, Indians trail. Passes through the hands of Johnson and a takeaway, ball poked away, and the Indians have it back. Kelderman in the backcourt. Ball was tipped out of bounds by McClure. Oskaloosa will keep it with 1:58 to go in the fourth. Creer into the front court. Denberger high on the left. Ball poked away and a takeaway. Stevens driving and fouled as she was going in for a layup. Macy Creer with the foul, her third. 10th Oskaloosa team foul. Stevens shooting 2 regardless. Stevens' first free throw up and in. She is 2 of 3 at the line tonight. 7 points for the freshman. And an Oskaloosa short timeout. We'll keep things here. 48-43 Centerville. The Indians had tied it at 43. But then Centerville has now scored 5 in a row. And Stevens with a chance to add to that. Centerville has only committed 3 fouls in the second half, so the bonus not at all imminent for Oskaloosa in the final minute 46, unless they go into Hackerama. Fay, Denberger, Johnson, Creer, and Kelderman, the 5 on the floor for Oskaloosa. The Stevens' second free throw is up and in. She made both. 49-43, and now Kelderman apparently slid her foot over the baseline as she was going to inbound the ball. Centerville get it back. 24th Oskaloosa turnover unofficially. Deep inbound, picked off by Kelderman. Ahead for Creer, ahead of the crowd, the gold rush and the layup. Creer with 10. 49-45. Oskaloosa pressure in the backcourt now. And a pass picked off by Johnson. Now Creer on top. She's feeling it. 3 on the top. Off the rim. Clanks to the near side. Matthews runs it down. 1:23 to play in the fourth. Matthews driving, scoring, and a foul. Denberger committed the foul, and that is her fourth. 1:20 to play. And that makes it a 6-point lead, and Matthews with a chance to complete the 3-point play. And makes the free throw. It's a 3-possession game now. Holmberg in, Fay out. Indians wanting a little more quickness with Centerville putting on the press with 1:20 to go and a 7-point lead. Kelderman on the backcourt. Double team, pass ahead of the crowd to Holmberg. She will lay it up and off. Holmberg got her own rebound. That doesn't go. Rebound tipped out to Denberger, and she scores. Denberger with a dozen. 47-52, Oskaloosa trail with under a minute to go. And there's a bunny by McClure that scores. McClure with 10. And a steal in the backcourt by Matthews. Her shot from an awkward angle under the basket is no good. And Matthews to the line to shoot 2 with 47.8 to play. Well, who committed the foul? Macy Creer with the foul. That's her fourth. So she and Denberger both with 4 fouls apiece for the Indians. Matthews shooting the first of 2, and it's short. Indians trailed by 7 at the quarter, by 6 at the half. They were down 15 in the third quarter, but cut that gap to 7 after 3, and had tied the game at 43. Matthews makes 1 of 2. 55-47, Indians trail, 47.8 to play. Pass through the hands of Johnson, taken away by Centerville. Matthews driving right of the lane and scoring. And that may do it. 57-47, 33 seconds to play. Johnson on the 3-point line on the left side. Swing to the far side, and pass picked off, taken away by Stevens. Ahead for Matthews, who will lay it up and off. Denberger the rebound. 19 seconds to play. And Centerville still swarming in the backcourt. Kelderman inside the arc on the left. Denberger 3 high right. Air ball. Indians can't save it. 7 seconds to play. Ball still in the backcourt, and time will run out. This will belong to Centerville. But not as easy as it seemed in the first quarter, and certainly the 10-point gap may be a little misleading if you saw the whole thing. Our final score is Centerville 57, Oskaloosa 47. We'll add some things up here, and we'll come back in 3 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Girls Basketball on the No Coast Network.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flight and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa today.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. I'm Joe Lancello. The Indians girls losing their season opener tonight, 57-47 to Centerville. In a game that seemed like it, at a couple of times like it was going to be a blowout, but the Indians, with a nice comeback in the fourth quarter, they had actually tied the score at 43 with 3:12 to go. But then Centerville went off on a run and ended up with the victory, a 10-point win at the end, 57-47, as Centerville improves to 2-0 on the season. And the Indians 0-1 as they get ready to take on Fairfield in their next game a week from tonight. Running down the scoring for Centerville, they were led by guard Claire Matthews, who had a three-pointer, 6 twos, and 8 of 10 at the foul line for 23 points. Mickey Stevens with a 3 and a 2 and 3 of 4 at the line for 8 points. McKinley McClure had 5 baskets, 0 for 3 at the line for 10. Chastity Cowan had a basket for 2. Taylor Shin 2 threes, 3 twos, and 2 of 2 at the line for 14. Jaylee Schwartz and Kate Paza played and did not score. Centerville with 25 turnovers, 21 rebounds, only 1 on the offensive glass, interestingly enough. Again, these are unofficial numbers. And free throw shooting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. 13 of 19 at the free throw line for Centerville. They had 19 points in the first quarter, 8 in the second, 16 in the third, 14 in the fourth for their total of 57. Oskaloosa led by senior Marley Denberger, their leading scorer of a year ago. She had a 3-pointer, 4 2-pointers, 1 of 4 at the line for a total of 12. Freshman Macy Creer getting the start when Gracie Flaherty was unable to play because of a knee injury. Creer with 2 threes and 2 twos for 10 points. Lindsay Holmberg, 2 baskets, 3 of 4 at the line for 7. Kaylee Johnson off the bench with 4 baskets for 8, and she also had quite a few big rebounds in the game. Emma Kelderman, 2 baskets for 4. Jillian Jennings, a basket for 2. Amanda Fay, a basket for 2. Ashley Drost, a basket for 2. Indians unofficially 26 turnovers to 25 against Centerville. The Indians with 29 rebounds, 12 on the offensive side, which had to be an encouraging thing for Coach J.C. White to see. Free throw shooting, the Indians had 8 free throw tries on the night and made 4 for 50%. Indians with 12 points in the first quarter, 9 of the second, 15 of the third, 11 of the fourth for their total of 47. Indians scored the first basket of the game. That was their only lead. The game was tied twice at 2-all and at 43-all. Other than that, it was all Centerville, and they led by 15 points at one stage, 38-23 in the third quarter. But the Indians came back, would rally back to tie the game with 3:12 to go in the fourth quarter, but were not able to edge ahead. Again, the Indians dropping their season opener 57-47 to Centerville. Our next Oskaloosa basketball broadcast will be a week from tonight when Fairfield comes here to the Oskaloosa High School gym for a doubleheader. The boys opener with the girls playing. 6:15 is the opening tip-off for the girls game. Our coverage on the No Coast Network will start at 6 o'clock, and we invite you to join us for that. Thanks very much to Brother Dave back at Mission Control. Thanks to Titus Lutzering, our director on the television side. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Joe Lancello. Our final score again tonight, girls basketball, Centerville 57, Oskaloosa 47. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you later. Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Oskaloosa Indians basketball on KMZN. Brought to you by Clow Valve Company, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Mahaska Drug, Hawkeye Real Estate, Edward Jones Investments, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Pella Printing, The Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa, Fred's Muffler Shop, Malcolm Lumber, Bank Iowa, The Rock Island Tap, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care, Falvey Lumber, Certified Pest Control, Robert Auld Investments, Kelly Style Insurance, and Leighton State Bank. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford. This has been a presentation of the No Coast Network.